Today we're going to be talking about the selfie aspect of our installation at the Blake Innovation Center in Atlanta. In the actual installation, we have an LED video wall that's 10 feet by 10 feet, and here we're just using our studio setup where we're using a television set. And here our touchscreen display in the actual installation is a full-size touchscreen kiosk. And then in the back room, we've got a control panel, which is represented by that screen over there, that gives us all kinds of diagnostics and lets us know, keeps us knowing what's happening with the installation. So the idea of this installation in the Blake Innovation Center is as a method of giving the students a chance to express how they feel and to record those feelings so that they can get a sense of the vibe of the building, but also so students can do takeover moments of how they actually feel at that moment in time. And so on the screen, we've got 6 choices of emotions: perplexed, frustrated, creative, curious, happy, and courageous, which the students can hit, and it does a takeover on the 3D real-time rendered simulation on the LED video wall. But if the students don't have one of those 6 particular emotions in mind at the time, they can also express themselves completely uniquely and do their own takeover moment with their own face and incorporate a selfie into the simulation. So I'll just give a little quick demonstration of that, use my own face. So it does a quick countdown, it captures it, and my face appears in the simulation. My giant head would come out of the simulation on the wall, and on the control panel it shows over here the capture box, which gets clipped, cropped, and sent over to the 3D simulation and put onto a 3-dimensional head that then moves through and interacts with the sim. I just did one selfie, but we wanted to make it possible for students to have kind of a group experience with their friends so they could have a little more fun with the selfie component of this installation. So we built into the programming that they could do 2 or 3 people simultaneously to make it a little more fun. So I just have to go and make a quick change because I'm going to use, there's only one of me, so I'm going to make a quick change to the settings, which is switching it to using a demo selfie, which includes a few different people in it. So it's running through and it's using the demo selfie this time. And what we have is 3 faces, and only 2 are going to come out because one of the faces is a photobomber. So you can see that that photobomber got filtered out, and the actual image that got taken was here, where the two girls in the foreground are clearly the ones that want to be involved, and the one in the background is trying to jump in on them. So we built in a simple filter to prevent rando photobombers from being incorporated, but they could do up to 3 if they were all about the same size. Now we're going to talk about the second part of this, which is the background of what happens when we capture the selfies, the nuts and bolts of the whole process. We're all accustomed to selfies. It seems like the most obvious and typical thing that we do with our cameras, but how I actually incorporate all these selfies into the 3-dimensional simulation, that's where the kind of magic happens. And I'll talk a little about the nuts and bolts of this now. So when we do this selfie, and again, I'm just using a demo image for this that has a few different faces in it. And you'll see 2 faces come through this simulation now from our demo image. How that's actually done is we have a webcam here on top of the touchscreen display that does the capture of the image, the selfie. It's a full HD image, so it captures everything besides the faces. Then that gets handed off to Touch Designer, which uses the NVIDIA AR toolkit, and that uses AI to find faces in the image. It then we use it to find up to 3 faces in the image. And what it does then is it puts, as you can see, this is the actual capture and shows the results of the AR face find. And we've got 3 faces found. One's a photobomber, so she gets left out. She's too small. And then we've got bounding boxes around the 2 prominent foreground faces. So the AR toolkit finds bounding boxes, the face orientations, and how valid they are. That is, whether, it might be that somebody is a little too far off to the side, and so we only see their eyes, and that'll be considered invalid, or they might be facing too much to the side with their head turned, and that'll be considered invalid. So we can have all these filters applied. If the face is good, and it'll make a nice result on the screen here, it gets cropped and sent over as a texture file in real time to Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine then uses that texture, adds that texture's color to a set of around 500,000 particles, which get coded onto a three-dimensional head. Those three-dimensional heads then get pushed through the simulation in real time. It's about 3 million particles that are being simulated physically in real time here and interact fully with the heads that get pushed through and get produced on the screen as a takeover moment for the students. So in this installation, we've combined Touch Designer, Unreal Engine, physical particle simulation, and AI to create an interactive, engaging piece that users interact with multiple times a day and are absolutely loving. It gives them a chance to express their emotions, to do a takeover event on the big display, and also influences the mood of the space through color and that emotional expression. It's something that the users are absolutely loving, as well as the clients.